Mega Personals is a website used to advertise commercial sex by sex workers and prostitutes. Pause. One question is, she just went to jail in Independence, Ohio for prostitution off of Mega Personals, and that was like 8 months ago, and you just started working 6 months ago. You just met me. How the hell I teach you that? But anyway. Victim 1 stated that the defendant became abusive and would slap, punch, and choke them. Victim 1 stated the defendant would post embarrassing photos of her on social media and use those photos as extortion to get her to come back and work for him. Only then would he take the pictures off of social media if she would come and work for him. Victim 1 stated that the defendant began to call her and offer her better dates. What? In order to come back and work for him. Victim 1 would continue to give the defendant all of her money she made through prostitution.
You have 1 minute left.
I will call back after this. Victim 2 stated that she met the defendant approximately 2 years ago when she was a hairstylist. Victim 2 and the defendant began dating. When Victim 2 lost her job as a hairstylist, the defendant had Victim 2, which is Zaire Moore Kendall, will start working for him conducting prostitution June 2023. Victim 2 stated that he posted her on a escort dating site that taught her how to post on Mega Personals with scandalous videos. Also took Victim 2 to various states and cities to work: Ohio, Pennsylvania, Dallas, and New York. My thing is, Breadwinner was with me for 6 months. How come there's no mention of Kendall? Or how come these states not adding up to the same states that she's saying? Where the defendant would have her work as sex worker through prostitution. Victim 1 stated that the defendant took all the money from each date and paid for the hotel.
Alright, hello?
Yeah.
Okay, you good. Go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna just read it through. I ain't gonna pause or nothing.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright. The defendant took all the money from Victim 1 and Victim 2, checked into the residency in Marriott. Victim 1 stated that there has been lots of tension between them and the defendant over the past several days because of his abuse. Both Victim 1 and Victim 2 stated that they were tired of the prostitution life and wanted out, but did not know how to tell the defendant because they were in fear of their lives and came up with a plan amongst themselves to escape at the right and safe time. However, Victim 2, Kendall, in fear, revealed to the defendant about the plan, and the defendant accused Victim 1 of holding back money, trying to run his sex trafficking business. An argument ensued between the Victim 1 and Victim 2 and the defendant rented another hotel room separating both the victims for several days and would not feed them or allowing them to communicate with each other. Victim 1 stated that the defendant found Victim 2's phone and found the text between Victim 1 and Victim 2's plan to escape when it was safe for them. The defendant became angry and enraged and packed all his clothes and Victim 2's clothes and said that they were going to Philadelphia. Victim 1 stated, which is Breadwinner, stated that she saw this as a chance to escape, and Victim 1 stated she contacted her grandmother and asked that she send her a plane ticket to Florida. I sent the plane ticket. Come on. Victim 1 packed her bags and came to the front desk of the hotel and a reception clerk to call the police because she was being sex trafficked, and ran and hid inside the lobby bathroom until the police arrived. The defendant instructed Victim 2 to call Victim 1, and Victim 1 did not answer. The defendant became enraged and punched Victim 2 in the mouth, causing lacerations to where Victim 2 was bleeding profusely from the mouth, and she's currently wearing braces on her teeth. Upon arrival, Victim 1 was located and explained to further details of what happened. The defendant was transported to the District 7 to be interviewed and processed. Both victims were transported as well as the same facts. Victim 2 was offered medical assistance but refused and was cleaned up by the police, and Victim 1 was transported to the police station and later taken to a local hospital for treatment. From the detective's training experience knows that Victim 1 and Victim 2 were being sex trafficked and the defendant through force and coercion so the defendant could benefit financially. The defendant was arrested and taken to District 7 to interview and refused to talk. The defendant was arrested and taken to the District 7 to interview and refused to talk. The defendant was transported to Upper Marlboro Corrections for processing. All events occurred in Prince George County, Maryland. It's the paperwork. So you go with the fairy tale bullshit. Everybody glorifying fucking snakes and rats, but I'm not part of that shit, bro. Any false lies put on Harmony name is crazy. That black and white had nothing. That paperwork is gonna vouch for her. The shit is all cat. So next time a motherfucker wanna endorse a nigga like that, make sure that. Next time a motherfucker wanna endorse a nigga like that, make sure that's what you.